This is a topic that Zach and I have been pondering a lot about.
Yeah, especially on our Patreon bonus stories.
We've been seeing that Tesla has been testing out the Model S Plaid and other S-based prototypes on Nürburgring in Germany, and we've been going, why have they been doing that?
Yeah, and we've been thinking that they've been working on track mode for the Model S Plaid.
And we were right.
Since track mode was launched in 2018 on the Model 3 Performance, we have taken advantage of instant motor torque to make cornering on the track feel as natural as forward acceleration. This week, Plaid track mode is rolling out to Model S Plaid vehicles across North America. With Plaid track mode, our goals were simple: achieve the quickest lap time for a production electric vehicle at Germany's Nürburgring, and allow individual adjustability of stability control, handling balance, and regenerative braking to give drivers more authority over vehicle control at the racetrack. Well, let's get into the details.
So there is a lot of stuff in this thing. So Plaid track mode is going to have optimized powertrain cooling, lateral torque vectoring, adjustable vehicle dynamics, adaptive suspension damping, and the performance UI.
Okay, I understood like half of those things.
Right.
Okay, so isn't this kind of exactly what the Model 3 Performance track mode is?
Well, I would say that it has everything that the Model 3 Performance track mode has, and more. So this means that just like the Model 3, the Model S is going to be able to drift, which is exciting.
Nice.
So you're going to be able to adjust a slider, which puts more power to the rear wheels. It's going to allow the back to slip out, which is very fun.
Nice.
But the Plaid will have a few more tricks up its sleeve. For one, it's a tri-motor, right?
Okay.
There's 3 motors. There's 1 in the front, 2 in the back.
Okay.
So this means that you can get true torque vectoring, which is honestly much better than the Model 3, which simply has an open differential at the back. And in order to do any kind of stability control, it has to brake one of the wheels with an actual brake pad.
I kind of understand that, but like, can you explain it better?
Sure. I mean, so with torque vectoring, in the true sense, you can send more power to one wheel more than another. And what that's going to be able to do
But that would just turn the car.
And what are you trying to do when you're racing?
Oh, you're turning the car around the racetrack.
The car around the racetrack. So you know how a differential allows for one wheel to turn more than another?
Right.
If you force that to happen, you can turn the car even more effectively.
Does this mean I could go faster into a turn?
Yes. This means that basically you can do much more controlled turning.
Wow. So that is different than the Model 3.
Right. I mean, the Model 3 is still great because it has the front and the rear motors, so it can control the front to back and basically like drift a little bit into the corner and then pull itself out with the front motor.
But I see. But with the Plaid, you can drive yourself into the corner, so you're achieving higher speeds.
Right. So this is kind of a big deal for sports driving enthusiasts. Then the other advantage that the Model S is going to have over, say, the Model 3 is the active suspension damping.
That sounds really cool too, but like, what is it?
So normally you buy a car and it has the suspension that it has. It either has loose suspension, so think like a school bus, which is like bouncy but very comfortable.
Okay.
Or stiff suspension.
Like the Model 3.
Like the Model 3 or a race car, even stiffer than that. Now, if you were a race car driver with a racing team, they would be like tweaking stuff and installing different suspensions for different tracks and all sorts of stuff like that. But that car would then be stuck with that very stiff suspension.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. You have to do a lot of stuff to make it a race car. But are you saying here that basically I can switch it from I'm going to the racetrack today, honey, to I'm going to pick up the kids, honey?
Right. So, I mean, literally you could be pulling off the racetrack, going into a comfort suspension mode, picking up your kids, 5 seconds later if they went to school next to the race course, which would be a little distracting. And it's active down to the millisecond. So it could tense up. It can go like, went over a big bump.
So that's better than just installing a big coilover. It's actually active, so you can adjust how tight the suspension is.
Exactly. And we've already seen how, with cheetah mode, it can also adjust the height. So in cheetah mode, to get the fastest 0 to 60, it raises the back end. So that way, when the car goes, it's able to put more power down.
So does this mean we're going to see brand new records being broken on tracks all over the world?
I would give it 2 weeks.
But I have a question. We asked this before. Why didn't this just come out with the Plaid? Why did it take so long?
So we've seen multiple different prototypes at Nürburgring. They've come in many different shapes and sizes, from, ones with active spoilers to diffusers and all sorts of crazy stuff on it. My guess is that they have to tune track mode to the final design of the Plaid.
Oh, so I mean, I was dreaming like in my head that you could just do this all on a computer, but you really need to take it out in real life and try different things.
Right. So, I mean, I think you get a race car driver. You go, all right, take turn 3. How'd that feel? Oh, it felt a little loose. Okay, well, we're gonna adjust that a little bit. And I think that they spent months tweaking it, getting it just so. And I think that this is frankly awesome. I mean, they're able to do this all over the air, and you have so much control over the car.
Well, you know what's also cool is that the Plaid came out, broke a bunch of records, and now it's going to do it again.
Yes.
Like, so it's just you
Same
extend
car.
You extend the story.
Right.
And
same car, same hardware.
And it's just like getting a present every time you go out to your car.
Exactly.
And by the way, for those of you not in the Tesla world, that can all happen with an over-the-air update. So, I mean, it's not like you have to bring it down to a Tesla dealer.
Right.
Just come out to your garage one morning, and it's a brand new car.
It'll do it over Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Mondays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below to head over to the Now You Know channel.